Today we are going to discuss about concentration expression. It is very important part of your second chapter, solution. Concentration can be expressed, concentration of any solution can be expressed qualitatively or quantitatively. Qualitatively, we can say solution is dilute or concentrated, but these are actually related terms. Right. If one solution is dilute and another is concentrated, it may possible with respect to other solution, these both solution may concentrated or dilute respectively. Right. So, if we express any solution qualitatively like dilute and concentrated, definitely it may cause many confusions. So we require to express solution accordingly. For example, if we dissolve 5 gram glucose in 100 gram solution, it is very difficult to say it is dilute solution or concentrated solution, and it always causes dilemma, right? That's why we need some proper expression to express concentration of solution. All concentration expression of solution classified into two major types, we can say. One is general concentration expression and others specific concentration expression. Here we are going to start from general concentration expression first. Some general concentration expressions, number one is mass percent. In mass percent, we can define it as weight of substance in 100 gram solution. Let we dissolve 5 gram substance in 100 gram solution, or 20 gram glucose in 80 gram water. That solution will be 20% by mass for glucose. Mass percent is equal to mass of solute in gram, obviously, divided by mass of solution. Remember it, mass of solution in gram. So this is mass percent. Right? Similarly, one more related concentration expression is volume percent. Volume percent. Again, you can easily understand volume percentage. Volume of solute divided by volume of solution. Volume of solute divided by volume of solution. Similarly, mass volume percentage, third one is mass volume percent. Again, it is very clear. Mass of solute divided by volume of solution. So mass of solute divided by volume of solution. So these are very general type of expression, but they express any solution quantitatively. For example, if 20 gram solute dissolved in 100 gram water, 20 gram glucose dissolved in 100 gram water, 20 gram solvent dissolved in 80 gram water, in that case mass percent is equal to 20 divided by 100, because mass of solution is equal to weight of solution या mass of solution plus mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So 20 gram is solute glucose and 80 gram water, so total is 100 multiplied by 100. 20%. And if somewhere given the 10% urea solution, it means 10 gram urea dissolved in 90 gram water. And all cases are same in case of volume percentage and mass volume percentage. Mass volume percentage is relatively more specific because in mass of solute divided by volume of solution. So we cannot add mass of solute plus volume of solvent, right? Because there is density required to convert mass volume percent into mass by mass percent or volume by volume percent. If we have density, we can convert mass volume percent into both above cases, right? So these are some very general terms to express solution. Some more general terms are also there. That is, third one is strength in gram per liter. Strength, we can say. Strength of solution we express by many ways, in which one is called strength in gram per liter. Number 4, that is strength in gram per liter. Very easy it is. How? It is defined as weight of solute per liter of solution. Weight of solute per liter of solution. Here we are strength is equal to weight of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. Weight of solute in gram, volume of solution in liter. Right? And one more important thing is we have no need to prepare always 1 liter solution. So generally we get volume of solution in ml. And it is very clear, if we convert liter into ml or ml into liter, we require, if we put volume of solution in ml, we need to convert into liter, so divided by 1000 with, again multiplied with numerator. Right? So strength, we can also write it as weight of solute divided by volume of solution. If it is in ml, then again we need to multiply it by 1000. If it is in liter, no need to multiply numerator by 1000. If it is in ml, need to multiply by 1000. So just it need to convert ml into liter. So this is strength in gram per liter. Again, relatively more specific, not exactly specific, but more specific concentration terms also we have. That is next one, which is strength in ppm. Strength in ppm. Strength in ppm. Number 5 it is. Strength in ppm. Strength in ppm. ppm means parts per million. 1 million में कितना part? That is called parts per million. Parts in million. That is called parts per million. Right? Simply we could define it as weight of solute in microgram per liter of solution. Any microgram solute per liter of solution is ppm, parts per million. Right? Microgram. defined as. But on formula, we could write it as ppm is equal to parts of solute. ppm is equal to parts of solute divided by parts of solute divided by parts of solution. Into 10 to the power 6. Remember it, in this formula, sometimes it is difficult to apply this formula. It is given in NCERT. But it is actually correct. Parts of solute means weight of solute, and parts of solution and weight of solution, and both are in gram. Both are in gram. It is very clear. But sometimes we also put volume here as parts of solution. Why? Because ppm is used to express strength of such solution in which solute available in trace amount, very small amount. So in those cases, volume and weight of solution will be almost similar because density is approx 1. That's why in many cases you can also find that in place of weight of solute we can also put here weight of that volume of solution. And that's why we use it, parts of solute divided by parts of solution. Parts, because we could put it, put here weight, we could put here volume, whatever we could put here, right? So this is strength in ppm. I'm going to give one example for it. Let 1 gram, 1 microgram oxygen dissolve in 1 liter, or let 1 microgram oxygen dissolve in 500 ml water. Right, 1 microgram oxygen dissolve in 500 ml water. So ppm is equal to micrograms. So we could write it 1 into 10 to the power minus 1 into 10 to the power minus, sorry, milligram, parts per million. It means I mentioned that microgram, it is milligram, parts per million, milligram solute in milligram per liter solution. Microgram will be ppb, microgram will be ppb. Okay, so if we mix 1 milligram solute in 500 ml water, so ppm, in ppm how we can express it? 1 into 10 to the power minus 3, because in milligram we can write it as 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 500 ml, so 500 into 10 to the power 6. So what we get? This is 1000 and 1000 upon 500, so this will be 2 ppm. Microgram, sorry, microgram. Parts per million is equal to solute in milligram per liter of solution. Solute in milligram. If it is microgram, then it is ppb, parts per billion. So parts per million is solute in milligram per liter of solution. And here the formula is parts of solute divided by parts of solution. 10 to the power 6 is also represent, that is million. If it is billion, 10 to the power 9. Right? So strength in ppm is parts per million, solute in milligram per liter of solution, and ppm formula is parts of solute divided by parts of solution into 10 to the power 6. And we can see if 1 milligram oxygen dissolved in 500 ml water, in that case the strength of solution is 2 ppm. Right? And if it is ppb, as I said earlier, if it is ppb, it will be 10 to the power 9 and it will be microgram, which is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 gram. So these are some general concentration expression. These are some general concentration expression. Here we are going to discuss specific concentration expression. Specific concentration expression, one is called, number 6 it is actually, molarity. Molarity, number 6. Molarity. Simply we can define it, moles of solute per liter of solution. Per liter of solution. Moles of solute per liter of solution. Or we can say moles of solute in 1 liter solution. Moles of solute in 1 liter solution. That is called molarity. Students, it is very important to know how can we calculate moles, right? So it has, if we have weight, we need a single formula to find mole. Mole is equal to weight upon molar mass. That's it. If we have any weight, in such cases you will get weight, in that case weight divided by molar mass give mole. Right? So moles of solute per liter of solution. So, and molarity expressed in capital M. Okay. Capital M is equal to, we also write somewhere capital M for molar mass, so don't confuse by that. Moles of solute divided by volume of solution. Moles of solute divided by volume of solution. Now, if we put moles is equal to weight of solute divided by molar mass of solute. So what could we get? Moles of solute is equal to weight of solute divided by molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute into 1 upon volume of solution. 1 upon volume of solution. Again it is very clear, weight of solute in gram, molar mass always available in gram, and volume of solution in liter. Volume of solution in liter. Remember. So weight of solute, whenever we want to find a mole, in that case weight of solute always we use in gram divided by molar mass, which is also in gram. So we put value here and we would get molarity is equal to weight of solute in gram divided by molar mass of solute, 1 over volume of solution. And as we have seen, in case of strength in gram per liter, if it is in ml, in that case we need to convert it into liters, so divide by 1000 and it multiplied with numerator. So the last formula, or I can say second last formula, will be weight of solute in gram, weight of solute, okay, molar mass of solute, obviously, into 1000 divided by volume of solution in ml. And remember, weight of solute 1000, volume of solution. Weight of solute 1000, volume of solution. This term we have seen in strength in gram per liter. So it is also equals to strength in gram per liter divided by molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute. Here we are going to discuss one question. Right? Let 18 gram of glucose dissolved in 500 ml water. 18 gram of glucose dissolved in 500 ml water. So find molarity of solution. Find the molarity of solution. So molarity is equal to glucose. Molar mass of glucose. Molar mass of glucose. Molar mass of glucose will be formula of glucose C6H12O6. So molar mass of glucose will be 12 into 6 plus 1 into 12 plus 6 into 16. So that will be equal to 180. Let's forget your marks in class 11th, okay? What marks you get in class 11th, forget. 12th is entirely different from class 11th. Right? So it is required to prepare accordingly. So molarity is equal to weight of solute. Weight of solute in molarity is equal to weight of solute, which is given 18 gram. We have I just dictate your question first, and then 180 1000 divided by 500. So 2, it's 10. So it will be 2 by 10, which is equal to 0.2 molar or 0.2 mole per liter. 0.2 molar or 0.2 mole per liter is molarity. Right? So this is what we call molarity. Or how can we define it? It is that all. Molarity is equal to moles of solute per liter of solution. We could write it as moles. Molarity is equal to moles of solute, volume of solution in liter. Right? How can we find moles? Moles is equal to weight of solute. Weight of solute divided by molar mass of solute, obviously. If we put that value here, weight of solute in gram divided by molar mass of solute, 1 upon volume of solution in liter. And then weight of solute divided by molar mass of solute into 1000 upon volume of solution in ml. And as I mentioned, for strength in gram per liter, this value weight of solute divided by volume of solution into 1000, which is equal to strength in gram per liter divided by molar mass of solute. So this is simple idea about molarity. Right? Sometimes we get strength in weight percent or weight by volume percent. Weight percent or weight by volume percent. In those cases, in weight percent or weight by volume percent cases, we can also find molarity. For example, find molarity of 6% urea, 6% biomass. Biomass means weight by weight percent. 6% urea solution. 6% urea solution. Density of solution that it is 1.1 gram per ml. Density of solution 1.1 gram per ml. So in that case we must know what is biomass percent. 6% biomass. 6% biomass means 6% biomass means 6 gram urea dissolved in 100 gram solution. Six gram urea dissolved in 100 gram solution. If 6 gram urea dissolved in 100 gram solution, in that case what will happen? Weight of solution is 100 gram, but in case of molarity what we need? Volume of solution. So density is equal to weight upon volume. In that case volume is equal to weight upon density. So weight is 100 and density is 1.1. So what we get? Volume in ml. That's it. And now put value. Molarity is equal to weight of solute is 6 gram. Molar mass of urea is 60 gram. You can find it also. Molar mass of urea we need to know formula of urea, which is NH2 CONH2. So this is formula of urea. So how we found molar mass of it? NH2 CONH2, 2 nitrogen here. So 14 into 2, 4 hydrogen here. So 1 into 4 plus 1 carbon, which is 1 into 12. Even 12 into 1, 12 into 1 plus 1 oxygen, so 16 into 1. Total it is equal to 60. So 6 upon 60, 1000, because it is in ml, divided by 100 divided by 1.1. This quantity, this density again multiplied in numerator. So this is 10, this is 6. It gives, so it is equal to 1.1 or mole per liter. And all this we can done by a short trick also, which is equal to molarity is equal to density into weight by weight percent into 10 by molar mass of solute. Right, so this trick can also be used for this purpose. Okay, so molarity. If we have here weight by volume percent, in that case no density required. So that trick also will work. Molarity, no density, weight by volume percent into 10 upon molar mass of solute is only. In place of concentration, 7 times you need to know about molarity. It is very, very important concentration expression. Right? Okay. Now next concentration expression is molality. Next concentration expression is molality. 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 And it is expressed by small m. Excuse me. So it is expressed by small m. Molality is equal to, molality is defined as moles of solute per kilogram of solvent. Moles of solute per kilogram of solvent. Moles of solute per kilogram of solvent is molality. Formula is molality is equal to moles of solute I also mentioned how we can find moles, right? So moles of solute divided by mass of solvent, and that mass must be in gram, that mass must be in kilogram. So moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kilogram. This is very different case. Mass of solvent. In only molality we use mass of solvent. In all concentration expressions. Mass of solvent in kilogram. If we explore this formula, moles of solute, we could write it as mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute multiplied with 1 into mass of solvent in kilogram. And it is very clear, if mass of solvent is given in gram, in that case we need to convert into kilogram, and hence divided by 1000, which multiplied with in formula with numerator. That's why we also write it as mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute, multiplied with 1000 divided by mass of solvent in gram. Mass of solvent in gram. Right. So molality is equal to moles of solute, mass of solvent in kilogram, mass of solute, molar mass of solute, 1 upon mass of solvent, and mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute, 1000 upon mass of solvent in gram. Right. Now, if we express molality, we can see molality with an example. Let 34.2 gram sucrose dissolved in 300 gram, or we can say 500 gram water. So how can we find molality of that solution? Molality is equal to mass of solute is 34.2. Molar mass of sucrose is molar mass of sucrose is 342. The formula is C12H22O11. The way I already given, divided by 342 into 1000 divided by 500. So it is 2, it is 10, so it is 0.2 molal. It is 0.2 molal. Molality is equal to what? 0.2 molar. So by this way we can find molality also. Right? If we have information in weight by weight percent, for example, we have, let's see one more question related with it. Okay, find molality of find molality of 20% urea solution by mass. 20% by mass urea solution. 20% by mass urea solution. 20% by mass urea solution. Now 20% by mass. It means 20% by mass means 20 gram urea dissolved in 80 gram water, and hence molality is equal to weight of solute is 20 gram. Molar mass of urea we have already seen 60,000, because it is given in gram, divided by 80. So 0 cancel 0. It is that we can write it as 5, so it is 2, and we can solve further. 5 upon 12 around. Right. So this is also a very good way to find molality, and question has been asked in same way actually. Right. One more or last important concentration expression is mole fraction. One very important statement regarding molality, mole fraction and weight by weight percentage is, remember, listen carefully. One very important statement which came in very many examinations. Molality, weight by weight percent, and molality, weight by weight percent, and that mole fraction is, they all do not depend on temperature or independent of temperature, and hence their strength remains as it is. Strength would not change with time or with temperature. So their strength remains constant. They are independent of temperature because mass never depend on temperature, and these all quantities depend only on temperature. They all depend on temperature only. They all depend on mass, which does not depend on temperature. Right? So these three quantities by mass, molality and mole fraction independent of temperature. Other may depend, other may change. Why? Because they depend on volume also. And volume vary at different vary with temperature. Right? Okay. So last concentration expression, which is called mole fraction. Mole fraction. As a concentration expression, we need to know it. But if we practically think about fraction, fraction is always defined as one part divided by total part. Doesn't matter what we are discussing. Right? So mole fraction is also saying parts of solute, parts of component of solution with respect to total parts of solution is called mole fraction. Parts of component of solution with respect to total parts of solution. Mole fraction represented by capital X. Mole fraction is equal to parts of component, either it is solute or solvent, parts of component in solution divided by total parts of solution. Right? There are two components in a binary solution, A and B, and their moles are Na and Nb. In that case, mole fraction is equal to moles of A divided by total moles. That is moles of A plus moles of B. That's why in place of parts we use, because we are discussing about mole fraction. If it is weight fraction, in that case weight. If it is volume fraction, in that case that is volume. So here we need to write as moles of a component in solution divided by total moles of solution. Right? So what is basic difference between mole fraction or other fraction is, here we are discussing about moles. If we are discussing about weight, that will be weight fraction. If we are discussing about volume, that will be volume fraction. Right? If we are discussing about apple fraction. Right? So mole fraction, moles of a component in solution divided by total moles of solution. Mole fraction is equal to moles of A divided by total moles of A. And A is moles of A, and B is moles of B, and N is total. In that case, Na divided by N total for mole fraction of A. And Nb is equal that mole fraction of B is equal to Nb about total moles. And for any fraction, it is very clear, the sum of the fractions always equal to 1. If they have more than one component also, the total sum of fractions will be equal to 1. So this is very important to know. XA plus XB dot 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 is equal to 1. So mole fraction is equal to mole fraction. How can we define mole fraction? So mole fraction is moles of a component of solution with respect to total moles of solution. Simply, fraction is equal to parts of a component divided by total parts. Right. So mole fraction is equal to moles of a component in solution divided by total moles of solution. Mole fraction, moles of A divided by total moles. Mole fraction of A, moles of A divided by total moles. Mole fraction of B, moles of B divided by total moles. And total mole fraction is equal to fraction sum of all the fractions, always equal to 1. So these are some concentration expression, as we have seen here 5 even general concentration expression. One is mass by mass percentage, another is volume by volume percentage, next one is mass by volume percentage, and then relatively slightly specific strength in gram per liter, strength in ppm, strength in ppb, and then some specific concentration expression. One is molarity, other one is molality, and this is mole fraction. There are many relations between these also. We could discuss in next class or another part of this chapter in next class. Thank you.